Are you tired of working too hard trying to shade your characters and it's just taking forever to get all the colors together? Well, let me show you a quick and easy way, and also a very lazy way, to achieve a similar effect in Photoshop or just any other software that'll make your characters' shading and highlights look pretty good. So basically what I'm going to do is do a sort of pseudo shade using the colors black and white, and essentially what I'm doing is I'm making layers on top of my color layer, and then I'm going to set opacity to make them look a little bit faded. To show you what I'm kind of talking about, I just made new layers. I'm going to make one called highlight. This is where I'm going to be highlighting the character and doing it just with a straight white brush. I'm only going to be setting the opacity to 15 on this layer. And now on this one, the one below, it is going to be for shade. And I'm going to set the opacity to 40%. So basically what this takes care of is, like usually when we're doing shading or just simple shading, you would do something like pick a color, you take the color you're working with, you would go into the color picker and then just pick something that's like a little darker, like just, okay, this looks good, and then you would be using that as your shade, and just like, okay, cool, I'm shading, and then you gotta, oh shit, I can't use that right there because now I have to pick the color for this guy's emblem right here, and okay, there it is right there, now there's the darker color for that. Yeah, so I'm basically saying that that takes too long, and I feel really lazy right now, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my colors to black and white, just straight up, and I'm just going to go into it. I'm on the shade layer, which is 40% opacity, and so now I'm using a Wacom tablet, and so now I'm just going to go into it using black color with my shade, 40% opacity, and then basically it does everything I need. I'm just gonna think of where my source needs to be, etc. And it's taken care of the entire thing. I can put some shade right here, like there, on the sides. Going a little fast, of course, but just to kind of show you the effect that I'm talking about. You can see it's basically emulating that whole I'm picking a darker color thing, and then it's just darkening it, and so you're just choosing where you want it to go. And the cool thing is, if you make a mistake, then if you erase it, it only erases the shade. It's not erasing any of your other colors. Let me just reduce my brush so I get a little more precise. And so yeah, you can just keep going like this. Let me reduce that too, and you'll have a decent looking product in the end, and it's taking no time at all. You see I'm just moving right onto the guy's shirt on the inside, and now I can move here, just see like what's behind the lapel. It's the same green, but it's okay. All I'm doing is painting in black, and then the black has transparency on it because of the layer, and so it just makes this neat effect that I'm actually shading when I'm not. So let me get this, there we go, just like that. And you see I went over a little bit, and so I could just, erase it, clean things up, and now it took like no time at all to do that. And so I kind of went ahead already and sort of did the shading on this guy, so it looks sort of like that. It's a little more refined, but now to show you kind of what the highlights would look like. And it's the same thing, but like I said, it's not a 40% opacity. This is a 15% opacity. And then I'm just going to be doing the same methodology. I'm just going to be using a white brush instead of a black brush, and then just doing my highlights this way. And so yeah, you can. It doesn't really look that great with this color that I've chosen. It's fine though. Let's see. So it kind of shows, and you get the idea. Yeah, you see, there it shows up a little better on that green like that. And you see, I'm doing a little bit of streak, but I can clean it up just like this. So you see, this is totally like lazy, and and it's totally easy, and it's just way better than having to choose all those dumb colors. If you just want to get a project just like out of the way and make it look like not totally flat, and you just wanted to put some highlights on it, or shading, then yeah, do this way, and people won't be able to tell the difference, and you get a pretty good product out. Like, let me just show you an example of something that I've worked on in the past. These guys right here, my Durlugs, I just did the exact same method. So it's all just using the white paintbrush and using the black paintbrush, and oh yeah, nice view. And then you get that neat effect. And you can do little things on top of it, like make layers for highlighting on the glass, where maybe you use a little bit of reduced opacity, or maybe even do a layer effect, like, oh, what the hell did I do? The glass highlights. Yeah, it was just an overlay. And so, yeah, you see it makes a kind of a neat final product. Let me see, where is it? There we go. Just like that. It's kind of flat, highlights, shade, and then on here the glass highlights, like that. So that's kind of in a nutshell how to shade and highlight stuff really quick and lazy. I hope this was somewhat useful. Okay, bye.